Let's see. For this next mission, this one might be the perfect answer. Can tolerate extremely hot temperatures. Perfect. Come on in, Jerry.
So, you selected a replacement for Marcus yet? Wow, who's the blonde?
That is the replacement, or will be if I have my way.
Henry's gonna shit a brick. It will be 5 men, 4 women now. When we started out, it was just us guys.
For me, it's been a welcome change, especially considering the women who've joined our unit. Couldn't have a better group.
I hated seeing Marcus go, but I understand why. He pretty much blew the mission. It just so happened that it worked out. But still.
After the debriefing, when the top brass found out Marcus neglected the serum on purpose, that was it. They're letting him stay in the program, but they're not letting him take a leadership role again until they feel they can trust him.
This next mission we're going on sounds interesting. I just wish they'd send us to a more moderate temperature. First we're freezing our asses off, now we're going to be sweltering in the desert. But it is what it is, I guess.
You've all had your initial briefing and understand why Gorilla Man is no longer with the group. However, the fact that your replacement is joining you couldn't be better timing. Welcome to the unit, Catherine.
Thank you, General. I'm glad that I'm headed out to the field again. I'm hoping this time it will be permanent.
I would think it should be. The other missions were you just getting your feet wet. We think you're fully ready to be in the field permanently.
General, why do all the women have to be so hot? Kind of funny how none of them have volunteered to become Hippo Woman or Elephant Woman.
It's just like with the men, Henry. We pick the most skilled and the most useful for the job. You saw how that worked out at the Ice Fortress. And I have to say your teamwork impressed everyone a lot.
I know I was impressed with the unit, the way everyone figured out things on the fly. Even Mbali played a major role in that.
If they hadn't gotten blown up, I bet they'd still be trying to figure out how a bear, a tiger, and a cobra ended up in the Arctic.
Other than my balls almost getting frostbite, I thought it went pretty damn well.
Maybe next time you'll listen and wear long johns.
Maybe we're going to Egypt to join Aaron Rodgers for some of that Osagoa or whatever that shit is. He drinks.
Should have been at OTAs. Maybe they wouldn't be 2-6.
Yeah, that stuff didn't help him a whole lot. Meanwhile, the Packers are just sitting back laughing.
You're talking about American football.
Yep, we sure are. You must have recognized either the player's name or the team name.
Do you know anything about football, Mbali?
Yes. Spider 2Y banana.
Huh? What? Did she just say what I thought she said?
You can discuss spiders and bananas later. Right now I want to play you a short video from one of our top officials that explains why this mission is so imperative.
The enemy has established a series of covert bases deep in the desert, where they are rapidly developing a fleet of drones equipped with heat-seeking missiles. These drones are part of a larger strategy to gain control over vital oil supply lines that flow through the region and supply multiple allied nations. The drones will patrol designated airspace, enforcing a no-fly zone over the pipelines. This would give the enemy the ability to intercept any transport or civilian flight passing through, ultimately manipulating oil prices and destabilizing the area to their advantage. Beyond the threat to oil supply lines, the enemy has been using the drones in limited strikes against nearby villages to coerce local support. Civilians have faced evacuations or worse, as the drone's sensors indiscriminately target any heat signatures, making them hazardous to local populations who don't have the means to hide or defend themselves. Your mission is to infiltrate the main drone command center and disable the fleet of drones before they go fully operational. You'll need to avoid detection, navigate the desert terrain, and dismantle the technology, ensuring the base is left incapacitated. In doing so, you'll restore security to the region, protect the civilians, and stabilize the essential supply lines.
So there you have it. You'll have more discussions as to logistics and strategy on the way to location. Good luck and make it back safely.
I'm sure glad we were trained as paratroopers as part of the whole shebang. I'm still scared shitless jumping out of a plane, but at least we've done it numerous times.
Hey, just be glad you're small and light. It'll be a lot harder for my massive frame.
I like being able to fly. Myself and Catherine won't have to worry about parachutes, but she has to ignite in order to fly, so it will be harder for her to remain unseen.
I can fall a ways before I have to do that, though. I can get down as low as 3,000 feet before I ignite for flight. Could probably go lower, but I'd rather play it safe. I haven't tried it any lower than that.
One thing about it, Daphne, you definitely don't have to worry about your wings freezing up this time.
Travis has a bag of EMPs that we're going to be setting off. They'll disrupt their electrical devices and infrastructure systems. That will give us the ability to approach without being monitored by their systems.
But won't that alert them to our presence?
It will definitely rattle their cage, but the jolt is going to disorient them at first. By the time they realize what's going on, we should have some cover. Plus, being at night, it's going to totally disable any thermal imaging that they have for a period of time, if not permanently. I never knew that such a dumb shit could actually be so smart.
That's why they chose Travis to be the explosives expert. That's his area of training and expertise. Also, as a side note, trying to converse your water as much as possible. We'll be landing on a top of a mountain and we'll have to descend to location. No easy feat in this heat. See, Catherine, I can rhyme too.
Yes, we should write a poetry book.
Yeah, I would write a poetry book, but it would probably just end up being a book of dirty limericks.
Ah, like there was a young man from Nantucket?
Something like that. Yeah, I love those books.
Spider 2 wide banana. Ha 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 ha.
Fake handoff to the tailback, the Y, or tight end down the seam, and the fullback sneaking into the flat.
Yes, how my roommate explained it to me. Her brother is a college quarterback. I actually love football. It's fun to watch.
You just like seeing those guys in the tight pants with those nice butts?
Maybe just a little, but some of them have butts like a hippo. Not fun to watch.
Okay guys, start getting your parachutes and other gear ready. We're getting close to the jump point.
Good luck, all of you, and be careful. It's an honor being able to serve with you.
Okay, let's start toward our objective. Also be advised that a prior infiltration team planted supplies for us around the far perimeter. Both Travis and myself have a map.
Make sure and stay in radio contact on the scrambled frequencies. When we get within range, we're going to be setting off the EMPs. You'll want to know when we're setting them off, and you don't want to be in the path.
Also, you said all of their facilities are underground, so we don't want any gophers popping out of the ground with machine guns.
Times like this almost makes we wish I was wearing a uniform like the girls, which they are to defeat thermal imaging. But big ol' bods like mine don't stand a chance.
Oh yeah, Jack. I bet your boobs would look so good in one of those outfits.
Henry, you and your boob comments.
Can't help it if I'm attracted to nature's milk jugs. Maybe I was deprived as a child or something.
You definitely haven't been deprived as an adult. That's for damn sure.
You guys are going to end up corrupting Mbali. She's not used to all this kind of talk.
Oh, I am now after living with my roommate. She would tell me all kinds of stories and tell me how much I was missing out on. There were a couple of times I almost did, but I didn't follow through.
That's good. Don't ever let anyone else tell you how to live your own life. Just because other girls want to be promiscuous doesn't mean you have to be.
Be what? I don't know that word.
It means girls that sleep around a lot with many guys.
Oh, okay. No, I will never be like that. I have no desire to be with many men.
I wish I'd had the same mentality when I was younger. But all I thought about was having fun. And I did have fun, no doubt. But there are a lot of regrets as well.
Guys, I don't think this is the time to be discussing our sexual escapades.
Guys, shh. I hear someone walking. You might not be able to hear it, but I can.
I can see him. He's carrying a rifle. Yeah, I know, big surprise there. I'm at the wrong angle to sneak up on him without getting shot.
I'm gonna spin a web when he gets close enough and yank that rifle right out of his hands. When I do that, he's all yours, Jerry.
Either me or Phoenix could take him out, but it might generate too much light. If you can do that, Nancy, that's the best solution.
Okay, he's in range. Jerry, get ready to pounce. Good job, Jerry. Now I'm gonna wrap him up like a mummy with some webbing.
Now I'm going to take off his boots and tickle his feet until he pees himself.
Travis, you definitely one cruel beast.
Hell, I'd rather someone just bust me in the face.
Me too. At least my panties would be dry.
The guy's radio is buzzing. No idea what they're saying, though.
We'd better get moving, because if he doesn't answer in a reasonable time, they're gonna send out the troops.
I just saw a flash over to the left. I don't know what it was, though.
Trust me, it ain't going to be anything good.